Hello, so the question is regarding this connection. You mentioned that he really hasn't opened much regarding the connection or the relationship, and you just like to know where this is headed. All right, with that said, clear messages for the current regarding this connection, this relationship. I feel like those two wanted to come out and be included in the reading today. All right, so Seven of Cups, Page of Swords, Three of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, Two of Swords in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, King of Cups, Ten of Swords. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of cups in this reading. What I'm not seeing at all are any wands, so insufficient or maybe no passion with kind of like that fiery energy and the drive to do things. The inspired actions behind anything to include this connection. There's certainly a lot of cups here, a lot of love. And I feel that most of them are a reflection of this relationship. And I'm saying that given the court cards as well. Let's pull an additional answer card. Okay, I'm seeing the Nine of Cups. Very, very positive sign and energy for this relationship. So there's some growing that needs to take place. But it does seem like the Nine of Cups could certainly indicate emotional fulfillment or wish fulfillment regarding this connection. Okay, so let's start from the top here. In the present, I'm seeing the Seven of Cups. So a lot of ideas, a lot of options. I have a sense that this is more about where you are. You know, this is your headspace, if you will. So the Seven of Cups can also speak to many options, many paths, not knowing which way to go. And even though it's a cup card, I really do feel that there's a lot of air energy in it. So it's a lot of thinking, okay? Because there's a lot of decisions and things like that that have to be thought through and then acted upon as we kind of work through the options or the selections, and then, you know, making decisions to pursue one or the other. And you do have the Page of Swords here right next to it, so that does really confirm my feeling. And the Page of Swords sits in the challenge position. The Page of Swords here is about communications, okay? The pages challenge us to seek better ways of doing things. And in terms of the swords, this has a lot to do with communication. It has a lot to do with the way we think and rationalize and, you know, how we move forward as well. The pages in general do speak to the early stages of a project, or in this case, a relationship. Okay, so it seems like the relationship itself is still fairly new, or at least it feels fairly new. And this could be the case for you or for your partner. In the past, you have a Three of Cups here. With the Three of Cups, there may have been a third party, and that isn't always indicative of a person, okay? Although it could have been that. Perhaps you were dating others, or he was dating other people. The Three of Cups can also signify some kind of a third party that's not necessarily a person. So some kind of competing priority or conflict, time, work, you know, things like that. But that was in the past, okay? The Three of Cups can also signal like a more celebratory, you know, kind of happy-go-lucky kind of energy, and perhaps there was more of that in the beginning of this connection, okay? And it may not be present at the moment. In the future, though, I do see that some decisions need to be made, okay? Or more effort will need to be put into this relationship to really turn around the reversal energy of the Lovers here. The Lovers is also about finding harmony, finding peace, finding connection. You've got the Ace of Pentacles here in the position of, what's in your conscious mind and what you're presenting to others externally. And with the Ace of Pentacles, that could be, at a minimum, a very strong desire for this relationship to really manifest, for it to go further. But with the Ace being the Ace, and, again, with the Page here, I do have a sense that what this is saying as well is that this relationship is still very new, okay? You've got a beginning here, newer kind of energy here. But something has started. I mean, something has materialized. Perhaps he's just not very communicative in general. That could be part of his personality. Maybe he needs more time. Again, I'm just getting the sense that there's this newness to the relationship, okay? You've got the King of Pentacles here. This is kind of what's in your subconscious mind. This is what's at the heart of the matter. This is what's in your internal space. And with the King of Pentacles here, I feel that this is the energy that perhaps you're projecting or desiring from this individual. With the King of Pentacles here, it's a much more settled, mature kind of energy. You're certainly wanting to move things along, I think, rather quickly, from the Ace moving right into the King of Pentacles. I mean, that's the breadth of the entire suit here. And I do feel that, the meaning and the significance there is that perhaps you're wanting to rush things along a little bit, but you don't have to do that, okay? Again, with the Nine of Cups here, just let things kind of flow and take their time. You could be dealing as well with an earth sign, and if he is an earth sign, just know that they move a little bit more slowly, okay? I also think that he may be a little reserved, again, with the King of Cups present as well. Definitely a more mature energy, okay? He's not immature or anything like that, I don't get. But he could be reserved with his feelings. I do get a sense that that's a possibility here. So with the advice card, you've got this Two of Swords in reverse. Just make sure that you are feeling secure in self and really tapped into your intuition, and that you know what needs to be done or where you need to go with this. Don't be afraid of making some kind of decision. If this is not working for you, don't feel like you can't communicate your needs. Again, with that Page of Swords right above this card, the Page of Swords really challenges us to better communicate our needs. And they could be emotional, in your case. So you might be a bit indecisive, trying to figure out, where do I go, what do I do, or how do I approach this even, okay? And the Two of Swords can really speak to that. But the advice here, with it being in reverse, is not to be afraid of pursuing that clarity if that's what you seek. You've got the Six of Cups here in the external influence position. It's also in the reverse. I also, perhaps you're thinking of, I don't know, there's something about this reading here that just makes me feel like you keep going back to the past, or somebody keeps going back to the past. Could be related to this Three of Cups energy here, because we've kind of got this, mirroring here between the Three of Cups in the past position and the Six of Cups, which also speaks to, being, just reminiscing a little bit, kind of going back to the past a little bit. Maybe there's something here related to the past, and we could pull some clarification cards to get a better sense of what exactly that may be. And with the King of Cups here, we've already talked about this energy a little bit, but the King of Cups sits in the hopes and fears position as well. And so perhaps there's a fear that this relationship as a whole is not going to mature to this King of Cups kind of energy or stage, okay? Maybe perhaps you also have a fear that you are not going to be fulfilled emotionally by this connection. You've got the Ten of Swords as the outcome, as a potential outcome here, but I feel that it's kind of balanced with the Nine of Cups card as well. The Ten of Swords can speak to something ending. If it's not the relationship itself, it could be the ending of this concern, this ending of this fear that things are not progressing or things are not moving along. It could also signify the end of kind of his his position or his tendency to want to hold on to his emotions and withdraw those, okay, for whatever reason. Perhaps there's also something here, again, going back to the past, that prevents him from really opening up and communicating some of those feelings. And again, don't be afraid of, seeking that clarity, of having that conversation with him on this topic if you haven't already done so. Okay, so let's pull some clarification cards then for what exactly is going on here with this kind of past energy and with the Ten of Swords as well, to get a better idea of what exactly is, ending or coming to an end, or what has ended, or, what exactly is going on here. Spirit, clarify what's going on with this past energy and with the Ten of Swords. Okay. All right, so as it relates to the Six of Swords, the Three of Cups, kind of like this past energy, we've got death here. So someone has gone through something for sure recently, something that resulted in, deep personal transformation. Because it's the death card, it would have been a major event or major issue. It probably, came kind of hard and fast and really affected someone, okay? But death is also a card of moving towards, a positive, right, kind of direction. So whatever this was, it does seem like it's, it's past. It's come to an end, okay? But of course, as you are aware, the past does inform the present. And over here with the Ten of Cups, you've got this Knight of Cups energy here. And the Knight is a very creative, kind of imaginative kind of an energy. It could also be an offer of love. In most instances, that's what it is. It's an offer of love. And the Knights do signify some kind of progress. There is forward movement in that regard. Something is certainly coming to an end if it hasn't already done so. Something, I don't think that it's the relationship itself. I get the sense that it's something else. But something is coming to an end, and it will allow this kind of, offer to come forward, and it will allow things to move further along because, the Knights do signify further progression in something, okay, in terms of like a timeline, in terms of development or stages of a particular matter. It's something that's a little bit more mature, something that moved a little further along. Any additional messages for the current before we close regarding that Ten of Swords energy? Ten of Swords. Further messages for the client regarding the Ten of Swords. Okay, so yeah, I mean, here we have another positive card with the Fool. So the beginning of something new. Something has to end. And maybe there's something, again, regarding the past that is kind of lingering still a little bit, but something's coming to a close or something's ending, and the beginning of something new here is present with the Fool. This is also about taking that leap of faith, okay? Like I said, there's a very, I would think, strong possibility that you could end up emotionally fulfilled. It could be through this relationship. There's also a possibility that it could be, outside of this relationship as well. But so you've got the Five of Pentacles here in reverse, and that speaks to releasing fears. All right, so, and because we're talking about Pentacles again, it really circles around the whole, idea of the manifestation of something becoming true, something becoming a reality, a very concrete physical thing that we can experience in this, 3D reality. And the Five of Pentacles here is about releasing fears. So these three cards are very positive. So it tells me that, yes, at some point, something is ending for somebody, but it's going to help this relationship move forward, it looks like. Okay, someone here is definitely taking a leap of faith. They're going to kind of open up and say, okay, let's do this, let's start this new journey. An offer of love is coming in. And it could be, when I say offer, it could be a communication. So you guys are already in a relationship, but it's like that that extra oomph, you know, that additional commitment level. Okay, that's what could be coming in, because there's some releasing of fears. You know, there's this is about kind of lack mindset and even poverty consciousness, where we're talking about, you know, the materialization of things becoming real, you know, something that we can experience. And because it's in reverse, that, you know, all that's kind of like shedding. It's, you know, it's a release of all of those things. So certainly there's, you know, this becomes more and more clearer. I feel like there's some past related thing or issue that has at least started this process of transformation for someone in this partnership, more likely this other individual, okay, that you're dealing with. And things will flow along, okay, but it might not be as quickly as you'd like. Okay, I do see that you're wanting to move things along a lot more quickly, but this is going to take time, okay? But there's, again, a strong possibility of a happier ending here. All right, let's pull some oracle cards for you. Additional messages for the current regarding this connection. Okay, we've got family. Holy Spirit reminding you to connect with family or connect with friends. Whatever you may be considering of, you know, family. Again, there's this Three of Cups energy here, so perhaps this is referencing this past related, you know, kind of matter. We've got the discontent card here, all right? So I do feel that this speaks to you, feeling discontent regarding this connection, but the Muses guides suggest that you look into things that will help, you know, pull you out of like that funk and bring you joy and happiness. These might be activities that you may want to consider doing with your partner as well, okay? Just help, you know, change that energy. And you've got the bravado card here, the warrior guides. So this is about strength, inner strength a lot of times, okay? So tap into that when you're feeling unsure regarding this connection. And we'll go ahead and pull one more here. Yeah, you've got warrior guides again, all right? So competition, take that as that resonates. Again, we were talking about that Three of Cups energy here. You know, I get this feeling about something kind of lingering still, and there may be some competition there. Doesn't necessarily have to be a third party in terms of a person. It could be something else. Perhaps he's focused elsewhere, you know, another priority, a time kind of competing priority or something like this. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Thank you and best of luck.